We are working on audience etiquette tonight, so let's get it together. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Rachel Simak, and this is the 7th grade choir. Let's give them a round of applause. Just a reminder, it is in your program, but we do not have rights to record all of this, nor do we have rights to post this on social media, so please, this is a closed circle. We do have a professional recording happening that goes on YouTube, so please utilize that. If it's going to like grandma and that's it, or it's for your own personal use, have fun. And then just a reminder, all of the pieces that were picked tonight were for educational purposes. There's no intent to convey any sort of religious aspect of it. It's just to teach. So our first piece tonight is, oh, I'm sorry, before I start that. 8th grade, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. 7th grade has been working a lot on growing and being confident in themselves. We have worked a lot on that. So we've spent a lot of time singing a cappella this trimester. We've spent a lot of time just singing in circles of like listening to each other and trying to get to know each other and listen to each other and what does that mean for each other. We also, since Christmas break, so we saw all of you in December. When we saw each other in December, like that was just, let's go. Now, the month of December, it's kind of hard to stay as a teacher. So we do some concert prep, and we also work a lot on singing skills. So for a lot of the time, these kids have been working on a program that we have here at school that teaches them how to sight sing. So they actually have class competitions. We have a program that rates them and they grade each other. And these kids do it a lot. They like to see who can be the best singer in their grade, but they practice sight reading skills, which means I give them a piece of music every day and they can read it. So it's a really cool concept that we've been working really hard on this trimester, and I'm really proud of them for that. So our first piece tonight is called The Little Creek. And the piece, I actually picked it because it's the story of a middle schooler figuring out who they truly are. The Little Creek is where you can learn all these little things about yourself and exploring yourself. And especially in middle school, where so many times kids get stuck in their little pods and their little, like, this is what I am and this is who I need to be because 6 people told me I have to be, and my mom wants me this way and dad wants me this way, and there's like 10 girls over here and they really want me to do this. And the beautiful thing about this next piece is they don't have to be that. They can sit by the little creek and explore who they truly are. You'll see that there's a lot of themes of that tonight. I promise I'm not a theme person. It just happened to be that those were the songs that called to me this time. So we also worked on dynamics. So if you're a 7th grade parent, you'll notice that there was a dynamics quiz. I made them understand what the vocabulary words were, and then tonight we are going to perform those vocabulary words. We hope you enjoy The Little Creek. composed 50 years ago by a composer who only lived for 32 years. So when you think about that, that would be like not even Taylor Swift's career, and you'd still be singing Taylor Swift like lots of years later. Like, it's kind of astonishing that like this music is still what we're listening to today. So this song actually comes from the Wisconsin School Music Association's list of songs that every middle schooler should know. So these kids are actually going to take this to the Lakeland Fire Festival. In April, we're going to go to Lakeland. We're going to compete at a competition. They're going to sing this song. When we learned this song, we started off learning on solfege. So we go back to these, I was teaching on the computer, how to read, and then we wrote in all of our solfege, so the kids learned how to write, and then we sang it with that, and then we learned the German afterward. So the translation is all in your program. Please feel free to find it. So when we practice this, we spent a lot of time just listening to each other and blending and balancing, making sure not one part is louder than another. So we hope you enjoy our piece, Songages. So if you recall, in December, we sang "We're the Men," right? And like that was, I'll never forget, there was a man standing like right over here, like applauding because he was so excited to have these men featured. So when I was picking, a lot of times in this concert, because it's a quick turnaround, we don't have a lot of time, they learned a piece in German, they're learning all these other things. So I'll pick a freebie kind of, like a quick one that we can learn, and this is it. So this comes from Fiddler on the Roof, the musical in the 70s, so we got to watch some Fiddler on the Roof. We talked a lot about how to express ourselves. So your job as parents and students, you know your job. We're gonna express a message to you. That message is supposed to be happiness. We are supposed to be so happy and excited about being rich. So the musical is about a man who, he's just down in the dumps, and in super short terms. And so this song is about him imagining if he was a rich man. And so there's some weird words, but it will feature the men. So we kind of, if you recall, in the Little Creek, the men had a lot of oohs and ahs, which if you recall the song, we're the men of the chorus, we're the men, ooh, right? They had all those little oohs and ahs. Well, yeah, okay, they had to sing them in the first song, but now we're gonna feature them in their final one. So we hope you've enjoyed our 7th graders tonight. Thank you so much. Okay, let's welcome the 8th grade choir to the stage, please. So our next piece will feature Alexa Ritchie as a soloist at the beginning. So our pieces this evening Most of them are really hard on the piano, so I can't play any of them. Mrs. Zimmerman spent hours practicing. So before we even begin, let's give Mrs. Zimmerman a round of applause. Yep, so this one, I couldn't play it all, so they had to learn all of it a cappella. So we just practiced in circles, we learned our parts, okay, you guys got that, let's get this, and we spent a lot of time. My real thing is like, if we can listen to each other, we can just do great things. So if they can listen to each other, adding the piano is just exciting, not necessarily what they always get, because I am not a pianist by any means. So we practiced a lot on this with just balance and blend and listening. And the whole story is about John Henry, who his tall tale is that he had to build the railroad like in a long time, and he watched a lot. I had a couple sick kids, so they watched some videos on it. But right, John Henry, somebody want to say? He had to beat the machine, which was the train. So he was trying to beat this machine, and the legend says that he passed away at the time. But the whole song tonight is supposed to sound like them being John Henry, trying to go as fast as he can, trying to get those nails into the ground. So you'll notice that throughout the piece, they make these sounds of that train. So we hope you enjoy. And then we had Christmas break in the middle. So I threw in True Colors. I honestly just always, I love this song. Like, it's so beautiful. And then I got it out and they're like, oh, from Trolls. And I'm like, yeah. And then they were like, oh, some of them sang that in 4th grade. So I was like, it's kind of like a coming around moment. But True Colors, when you think about it, again, you go back to middle schoolers, finding themselves, figuring out what is your true color, and you can be a rainbow, and that's okay. Like, you can be as many different colors or different shades of each color. And so when we practiced this, we worked on a lot of dynamics, but it came very easily to them. So we spent some time listening to each other's dynamics, and we were good to go. This song will feature Caitlin Noster, as well as Morgan Struby.
Okay, so our final selection, first of all, again, let's give Mrs. Zimmerman a round of applause. This next piece, she said she practiced every day. Like when we ran this today, her and I were like, yes, yes. Like we were shouting, we were so excited. We're like, this worked, we did it. It is the coolest piece I've done in a long time. So the kids are gonna sing in Arabic to you, which is super cool. And we're gonna feature Maisie D'Angelo on drum. So I've been practicing I've been playing drum in class, and we went to run it and we're like, this piece is too hard for Mrs. Simek to be on the drum. Like, I got it directed. So Maisie actually picked this up last week, like Friday in rehearsal, Thursday? And Friday in rehearsal, she was like, I think I can try this. She's a percussionist in band. And we're like, great, okay, I'm gonna take a drum home and I'm gonna practice. And so yesterday we ran it in class and we're still like, I'm not sure, we might not do this. And she was fine with that. And today in rehearsal, we're like, yes, she's practicing. And so it's really, let's give her a round of applause prior to starting. This song is also going to feature Ava Schad and Cindy Weber, so let's give them a round of applause prior to starting. As well as there'll be a small group that's going to sing at the end of the piece, Brinley Baltus, Evie Millslagle, and Alexa Ritchie. So let's give them a round. So again, if Mrs. Zimmerman took a while to practice this one, there is no way Mrs. Simek's going to play this. I didn't even attempt it. There was no, like, this was all learned a cappella. We start, like, when we learn a new language, well, I'm not gonna lie, I love this piece. So I was having these kids listen to this and watch this really awesome group out of Las Vegas practice, and they have this really cool recording. So we were very inspired by watching them. They're a Grammy Award-winning high school choir, and so they inspired us to be better and to try new things. And I think just listening to them, we're like, okay, I got this. It's Arabic, so it's not something that many of us are listening to. And so the interesting thing that the composer talks about is the juxtaposition of singing in Arabic, the piano doing its complete own thing, and then you'll hear that there's English in it as well. So it's kind of this, it's supposed to be this weird blended thing, but it's supposed to show that we can all work together to create something better. And so it's been just a wild ride working on this piece. I am so proud of these kids. I am so proud of Mrs. Zimmerman. And I literally, after our rehearsal today, I walked into one of the Mr. Bertram, the vice principal here, and I was like, I cannot wait to share this concert with everyone, because it's gonna be great. So we hope you have enjoyed. I tried to make it a quick one tonight, so hopefully, I can't read the clock, but I hope it was a quick one. And thank you all so much for being here tonight. Let's end the show.
You're fine. You're good.
evening. Thank you so much for being here.